What's going on, guys? Cody Marchand from HydeAndZeke.com. And as always, it's Monday afternoon. Should be Monday morning, but it's been a tough day, a lot of work. I'm just getting to this video now. Basically, what it is my week 2 recap for my NFL lineups on Draftkings, where we go over my $1,000 to $10,000 cash game challenge for the season. I break down my lineups, what I did right, what I did wrong, just to kind of keep myself accountable, to keep you guys involved with the channel and let you guys know what's going on. Diving right into it, let me just say that week 2 was a very big roller coaster. We did a lot of things right, but we did a lot of things wrong. But the main thing that we did right is I identified pretty early that it wasn't a slate that I was in love with in terms of pricings and plays. And I just want to explain something right off the bat where I compare my DFS strategy to my poker strategy, where I always want to be playing poker when I feel I have an edge. Say I'm playing poker, right? And there's a table of all pros, and that's not one of the tables that I want to be at. I'd rather go play at a table with some amateurs, with some fish, try to make some money in a little bit easier way. Another way that I try to avoid variance in poker is, say it's an all-in fest, right? Basically, no one's really playing like skill. It's not like about understanding what other people can have, understanding what you can have. It's just like, hey, I go all in, okay, I call, and let's just see who gets the best 5-card run out and can make the best hand. That's kind of how, I felt about it in this week, where it's like there's a lot of weird plays that are going to work out. Yes, some people are going to get lucky. The lineups are going to come out right. And I just didn't think process-wise it was a great week. So one thing I did for my bankroll, as you can see, I still have $1,208 of the, starting $1,000. I scaled back how much money I was playing for that week, where it's like you don't have to put all your money into a week that you're not very sure of. Basically, find your spots, pick your spots, and this week wasn't one of the spots where I wanted to attack heavily. I think I only put in like $225, and I made back, I think, 75. So I lost like $150 in the week, which it happens, but say there's a week where you think that, wow, I love these values, I think that I have an edge because not a lot of people are going to play this guy, and I am. Just go all in. Go with your gut. Go with however strongly you feel about the slate. That should reflect on how much money you put into the bankroll. That being said, it was a bad week. I only put up 120 points, which, as we know, we want to be closer to that 135, 140 mark in cash to be profitable. We did a lot of things right. Some of the chalk that I ate just didn't work out, and my biggest miss clearly was defense at the Bengals defense. I was locked into the Jaguars all week. I kind of went against my process. I tinkered a little bit too much on defense, and I got too cute with the Bengals. That hurt me a lot, but more so than anything, because I'm not going to ever say that a defense is what won or lost me the week. The biggest issue was that Alvin Kamara and Evan Ingram just did not do what they were supposed to do in their chalky matchups. Alvin Kamara obviously just got killed when Drew Brees went out. He has always crushed LA. I understand that, it just sucks. I think that I think it was still the right play. It just didn't work out. I think Evan Ingram was the right play, but after seeing him in week 2, there's some difficulties with going Evan Ingram because Eli Manning just doesn't threaten secondaries at all, where they can just crowd the box, crowd the line of scrimmage, take away that short passing game, and I think that's just going to continue to be a problem for Evan Ingram moving forward. Sammy Watkins was not a smash. Josh Jacobs, he had a good game. It's just that game got out of hand so much in the second quarter that he barely played in the second half. Still had 99 rushing yards, which, give him an extra yard, give him a touchdown, he has a much different day. I liked where I went with Josh Allen. Basically, my whole decision all week was either do I play Josh Allen or do I play Patrick Mahomes. I did stick with Josh Allen, and after that game, I was fine with him getting 22 points. But the thing is, I was going to get, my other lineup was with Patrick Mahomes was stacking it with Travis Kelce, who also had a big game. This way, I wanted to get exposure to that Chiefs offense, and I did it in a different way with Sammy Watkins, which didn't work out, even though process-wise it did work pretty well because he had 13 targets in a plus matchup. But, yeah, things we did well was Dalvin Cook. We basically identified late in the week, Saturday and Sunday morning, that he was still one of those guys where we can get a top 5 talent, somebody that's going to be schemed into getting the ball 20 to 25 times a game, even though it's a little bit tougher of a matchup, and he's a little bit more expensive than last week where, he was a great play in week 1. I thought a lot of people would be off of him in week 2, which was the case, but we wanted to stick with him because he still, was the workhorse in that backfield. That team wants to run the ball, and it worked out very well with 31 points. Josh Allen was a fine play. It kind of sucks when so many people had Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes just go off, which did hurt. But, 22 points from Josh Allen is not going to win or lose our week for us. John Brown, again, when it comes to, process-wise, I do like it. He had 8 targets. He had just missed like a 52-yarder in, I think, the second quarter, which obviously would have been a different slate for both our quarterback and wide receiver there. Tyrell Williams, I like the play. 15 points at 4,400, pretty solid. Basically, I think where my week was won and lost was that Bengals defense pick and then the Kamara Evan Ingram. And besides that, I do like my week. Obviously, if it's just results-oriented, it was a bad week. But it's more about the process, and I think that process was pretty solid all around. It just didn't work out. That's where I really want to identify in these videos. Was it process bad? Was it results bad? And this was just results bad. I don't mind where we went. I don't mind where our heads were at. But I just want to keep you guys accountable, let you guys know how the week went. We're going to be getting back right into our daily videos right after this, like pretty much as soon as I hit stop recording. I'm about to record my first look for week 3. So if you want, please check that out. I'll probably leave that in the end card of this video. So just click through the next video or just go to my channel and you'll see week 3 first look. So I appreciate you guys for sticking around. I like all the new subscribers. I like how you guys have been really enjoying the videos. Clicking that like button, so continue to do so and subscribe if you haven't already. We got 6 or 7 videos this week plus 2 or 3 lives. So I will see you in that. Take care.